Good evening. Welcome to our today's lesson, which is on input devices part 2. I'm Patricia. So we had discussed in part 1 the other types of input devices, including keying devices and pointing devices. We talked about mouse. So we are continuing with pointing devices. And in this, we are starting with trackball. It works just like the mouse. It has a ball fixed on its top, which is rolled using an index finger. As the ball rotates, it moves the pointer on the screen. So the user can use the pointer to select the buttons that you want, or to select from the menu to execute a selected command. We have light pen. This is a handheld device similar to a ballpoint pen and has light sensitive point. It consists of a pen-like device that we call stylus, connected by a cable to the computer terminal. A light pen is used together with a graphic or the VDU, which stands for Visual Display Unit, that is able to sense light. It reacts to the light emitted by the display using a photosensitive detector at its base. So the other one is joystick, and this one is a handheld input device that looks like a car gear lever, and it's an analog to digital converter where in the input involves moving the control lever sideways, upwards or downwards to control the movement of the cursor on the screen. So this one is used for selecting items, and commonly we normally use it when playing games. Voice input devices. This type of input method where a microphone connected to a computer system is used to enter data in form of spoken words into the machine. Now this one is mostly used by those people that are not that have a disability, like you can have the blind or the ones that don't have hands, so they can use this type of input device. Scanning devices. We have optical devices, and also we have the magnetic devices. So the optical readers, these ones, they normally use the principles of light to sense the document contents and capture the data. So a special type of concentrated beam of light is passed over the object or the image or the text that you want the computer to capture. Then the reader converts the data into digital form that can be understood by the computer. Then it can be processed. So we have two types: optical character reader and optical mark reader. So we have to begin with OCR, and this it's whereby the reading is done by OCR, which can be connected directly to the computer. Then the OCR is able to distinguish. It can distinguish one character from the other by its shape. Then it scans the document. Each character reflects different amounts of light, which is sensed by OCR using photoelectric device, and converts the shape sensed into electronic signals. So these signals represents a particular pattern. So in this, we have an example of barcode reader or scanner. These devices are normally used in supermarkets, shops, or pharmacies, and each item is given a different code that the barcode scanner can read and convert it to an item price. So you can see an example of a barcode. You have an example there. Then the barcode reader is moved across the bus by the cashier. The reader scans the barcodes printed on the item using a laser beam, which generates electric pulses corresponding to the reflected light received. So the barcode is then converted to a number which represents the item price. Optical mark reader. The documents are pre-printed with predefined data positions marked by a pencil. The OMR detects the presence or absence of a mark on a form by sensing the reflected light of these positional marks. Then the reader converts the marks into a computer readable form and sends the value of the sensed data into the computer in form of electronic signals. Then after optical readers, we have number 2 of the scanning devices, magnetic readers. These ones use principles of magnetism to sense the document characters that have been written using magnetized ink. So in this, we have magnetic ink character recognition. These the document characters are printed in ink containing iron 2 oxide that gives them a magnetic property. After forming the characters onto the document, the inked characters are magnetized by passing the document under a strong magnetic field. Then it is now able to convert it into a computer readable form. Thank you for attending my lesson. Thank you for listening, and welcome to another lesson some other day.